So you think Miss Morgan's right, that I just busted in here under false pretenses?
No.
Silas, come on.
I think I know who did this. And it wasn't this guy.
Then who was it?
My mother-in-law. The nightmare in stilettos.
You think your mother-in-law trashed your apartment?
Madeline Reeves. She is a piece of work. But you knew that already.
And why would you assume that?
Well, you worked this case long enough. You must have met her.
What are you doing here?
Oh, come on. Is that any way for a son to greet his mother?
You could say that.
I like...
Oh, Mrs. Reeves. And she's nothing like what you describe.
What's that you always say? We'll have to agree to disagree. Madeline hates to be disappointed.
Mrs. Reeves lost her daughter because she just wants justice.
Well, maybe if you did your job instead of hounding Silas, she'd have it.
I could go over the case against Dr. Clay again, but you won't hear that.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Besides, I'm just here about the break-in. Dr. Clay, why do you think Mrs. Reeves is responsible?
I wouldn't begin to try to decipher what that woman's motives might be, but I can only assume that she was trying to intimidate me into signing these.
You have history with some.
What are those?
Read for yourself. Never mind, I'm not too sure about your reading. Listen, shortcut. Madeline wants me to sign over any claim I might have to Nina's estate.
When did she give you this?
Yesterday, at my office, she came by. She asked me to sign. I said I would if she told me what had happened to Nina. She refused, so she left the papers and she stalked out. I think she thought maybe by redecorating my place, it might change my mind.
You have to admit, it's a possibility, Detective.
You really want to solve this break-in? Maybe the person you should be talking to is Madeline Reeves.
So this son-in-law of yours...
Silas has been completely cooperative, so unless you have any more questions.
Hey, and here's a little lead for you. If you want to find Madeline, she's probably at the Metro Court Hotel. They're the only ones with 300 thread count sheets. They put that little mint on your pillow. She likes that kind of thing.
You mind if I hold on to these?
Sure, knock yourself out. Tell Madeline I ain't signing until she tells me what happened to Nina.
So if you don't mind me asking...
Oh, I'm sure Dante and Lulu have already taken their son home.
She's gone home. Wait.
What? Slow down, slow down.
She took the baby.
Your mother did.
Do you really think your mother-in-law had something to do with this?
She wouldn't have done it with her own press-on nails, but it's definitely within her capacity to get something like this done.
Then it begs to question, what else is she capable of?
I'm not